Hello, 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 fellow addicts. Alyssa and Safi popping in once again with exciting news. It's spooky time in real life and in our pocket-sized towns. Yes, we've received the next event packet from EA laying out the details for the next event in our pocket-sized towns. And you know what that means. Spoiler time. Of course, as you should all know by now, we weren't allowed to initially share any of the info with you guys because of the NDA until EA gave us the okay. And as of now, that restriction has been lifted and we're able to share some next event spoilers with you guys. So, like always, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what the next event will entail with some spoiler details and images. So get ready. As I always say, grab a pen and paper and be prepared for information overload. Remember, we're going to reveal a bunch of spoilers in this video. So if you don't want to know, this may not be the video for you. And now for your official spoiler warning. Spoilers incoming in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. The next event will hit our games on what should be October 4th, Wednesday, but the next event packet shows October 5th. I have a strong feeling based on the Shattered Dreams timer that this is a typo on EA's part in the packet, so we're assuming we're going to run with the 4th because most events hit on a Wednesday, not on a Thursday. So we'll see. And as every avid TSTO player knows, an update this time of the year can only mean one thing and one thing only. Treehouse of Horror. Sure you say horror right. That was a little shout out for Joe. So what are we waiting for, Saf? Let's get into it and show off that splash screen. Thoughts on that splash screen, Saf?
That looks pretty cool. You can see a battle kind of erupting between the tree folks and looks like the key monsters. I like that Homer and Skyfinger are kind of just chilling by the side, watching the battle play out. I like also kind of like the little bit of reference to Avengers Endgame, where you got like the Avengers taking on Thanos' army, kind of like that little epic scene as well. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this splash screen. There's a lot of things I like about it. How about you? What do you think of the splash screen?
It makes me a little nervous because, as we always say, when there's a good splash screen, usually the event's not so good. So we'll see. It is fun, though. I like this. I particularly love the detail of Homer with his popcorn. The only thing better than that, well, there really isn't anything better than that. Homer with his popcorn, Skyfinger with his binoculars. I think that's pretty good. It's pretty clever watching this all unfold in front of them. So I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's good for Treehouse of Horror. I'm sure we'll get the complaints like we always do that this isn't really Halloween, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. So now for some quick facts about the event overall. Once again, we are at another multi-event with each act hitting every 9 days. Similar formula to what we've been seeing over the last year. So Act 1 will hit on Wednesday, October 4th. At least that's what it should be. We're presuming that's what's going to happen. If you don't see it on October 4th, it'll be on the 5th, but it just seems odd that that's what they put. So I really think that that's a typo. Act 2 will hit on Friday, October 13th. Act 3 will hit on Sunday, October 22nd. And Act 4 will hit on Tuesday, Halloween, October 31st. So this whole thing, every act is going to hit in October. It's pretty good. It's convenient that there's enough weeks in October. And this event will run until November 8th. So get ready for 5 weeks of horror. Anyway, so we know it's Treehouse of Horror time. But what are we looking at this time around? We know EA always changes it up for us at Halloween. So here is the event overview from EA. The people of Springfield are ignoring Reverend Lovejoy's sermon and speculating on what crazy things are going to happen this Halloween. However, all of their ideas sound lame to Bart, so he clandestinely uses Professor Frank's new deep space social media transmitter to try to entice the Kaya karate monsters to come to Earth by insulting them. Unfortunately, his message is received by Xylem, who comes to Earth to try to take over Springfield with monster trees. Before the situation sorts itself out, the karate monsters finally show up, angry about being dissed and looking to fight everyone and everything in Springfield. When Ned Flanders prays for salvation, a mixed martial arts obsessed Jesus is not what he expected, but maybe a two-fisted son of God really will finally save Springfield. Saf, thoughts on that overview?
Again, I mean, it really goes well with the synopsis that they had, or sorry, the splash screen that they have. That we have this epic battle brewing between the Xylem and his people from his country versus, or not country, his planet versus the Kia monster. So, I mean, it seems interesting. It has potential. Um, the dialogue should be pretty good. So, and some of the monsters that were in that episode back in season 24 were really cool. So I hope we get to see a lot of those monsters enter. How about you? What do you think of the synopsis?
I'm still kind of laughing about maybe a two-fisted son of God really will finally save Springfield. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for sure. A mixed martial arts obsessed Jesus. I think that's going to be my favorite part. All right. And now for some overview facts about the event. These are things that we are always asked. First up, pretty much everyone will be able to play this event. You will need to be at or above level 15 for this to trigger for you. Characters needed for event currency. These will be used throughout each act. We have the Fab Four: Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa. Then we have Quimby, Wiggum, Skinner, and new premiums, of which there will be 4, 1 for each act, like traditionally. And a little spoiler for what's coming ahead, the donut promo will also help earn event currency. We will talk about that later. Pretty standard with the prize track. Each prize track contains 5 prize slots, 20 prizes total. And here is what the prize track includes: 1 new character, 2 costumes, 6 new buildings, 7 new decorations, 1 bundle, and 1 returning bundle. More on those in a bit. All right, let's go over this prize track. And as we discuss, I will put some images up on the screen. So for Act 1, our prize track consists of, if I can bring up my list, which is here somewhere. Oh boy. All right, Act 1, our prizes. The first one is the Xylem bundle. This is returning, so if you already have this, you will receive a mystery box token. Then the next prize is an alien portal device. This is a decoration. Then you have the alien pod field, another decoration. Then you have the alien flora bundle. This is another bundle. So these are our 2 bundles that I mentioned a little bit ago. You've got your returning one at the top, and then this one is the new one. And then finally, rounding out the Act 1 prize track is the Monster Treehouse, which is a facade for Bart's treehouse. Before I get Saf's opinion, I just want to add my little disclaimer. I know there potentially is a mystery box token on this, but it's a prize. It's a returning prize or a mystery box token. I'm okay with that. That one I will allow. Saf, thoughts on this prize track?
Yeah, I mean, this prize track is a little bit on the weaker side, especially for those who participated a couple of years ago when we had the segment from Intrusion of the Poddy Switchers and had all the tree pod people and Xylem. So yeah, that part was a little disappointing. No characters on this. It's interesting that they're going right back to that same THOH from season 30, THOH number 29. I mean, we all had so much from Geriatric Park just a couple of years ago, but it was one of the better recent THOH episodes that they've had, to avoid Joe having any and confusion about what I'm saying. I'm going to call it THOH instead of saying the whole thing.
Horror.
But yeah, or so overall, yeah, a slightly disappointing first prize track, but again, it's just the first act, so I'm reserving judgment on the whole event as a whole for now. What about you? What do you think of Act 1's prize track?
No, I'm okay, like I said, with the mystery box token. Decorations, I prefer the characters. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. If everything kind of is cohesive and you can make an area with it, I'm okay with it. Otherwise, it's another prize track. You've been playing this game long enough. It's everything just kind of starts to run together. So, all right, for Act 2, the first prize on the Act 2 prize track is the Angry Christmas Trees. And you guys know I love Christmas. I'm a little sad that they're angry trees. That is a decoration. Then we've got the Monster Business School, which is a building for Springfield. We have Alien Control Center, another decoration. Then Alien Spore Cannon, another decoration. And then the Taekwon Dracula. which is a character for Springfield, and that's, I presume, one of the mixed martial arts monsters that Bart summons. Saf, thoughts on that prize track?
Yeah, actually, this is a much better step up from Act One. I do like the Monster Business School, but like I said in the get-go on, like I'm pretty excited for the Kia monsters. Those were pretty good back in season 24, episode 21, the Saga of Carl. So like when they had all those monsters on the TV show that Bart and Lisa were watching, I was all for having them in Springfield eventually. It took over a decade, but they're finally here. And to get Taekwon Dracula, a full character on a prize track, I'm all for it. So definitely a huge step up from Act One. How about you? What do you think of Act One?
Yeah, anytime you have a character on a prize track, it's good. And you guys know I appreciate buildings more than decorations. So I think Act 2 is a definitely good step up from Act 1. All right, Act 3 prize track. The first prize on that prize track is the Old Country House, a building for Springfield. We have the Carnival Haunted House, another building. Then we have the Itchy and Scratchy Rocket, which is a decoration. We have the Burns Escape Pod, another decoration. And rounding out the Act 3 prize track is Chainsaw Willie, an outfit for Willie. Saf, thoughts on the Act 3 prize track?
I'm not as excited about this one as I was for Act 2, but still definitely better than Act 1 in my opinion. The outfit looks pretty cool for Willie. Willie has a few outfits, but still having another one that's pretty cool. This is probably one of my favorite outfits for Willie. Well, not the favorite, but probably in the top 3 for Willie. The buildings are okay. They're not as good as the Act 2 building, the Monster Business School, but and the decorations are a little bit better than the decorations that we got in Act 1 and Act 2. So overall, it's a pretty average prize track for me. How about you?
Right there with you. It's just average. A costume, the costume's fun, but, I always prefer a character. I'm sure there were other characters they could have brought into this that they didn't and thrown on the prize track. So I wish it was a character. All right, the Act 4 prize track, the final prize track of this year's Treehouse of Horror event. First prize is the Springfield STEM Academy, which is a building for Springfield. Then we have the U.S. Army Alien Hunting Helicopter decoration, which I'm sure will be another helicopter that hovers a foot in the air and comes right back down. Then we have the U.S. Military Holding Facility, a building for Springfield. We have the Springfield Tire Yard Secret Lair, another building for Springfield. And rounding out this event's prize track and the final prize on the Act 4 prize track is the Monster Hunter Homer, which is an outfit for Homer. Saf, thoughts on the Act 4 prize track?
For me, like I said, Act 1 was really low. Act 2, we reached our peak. 3, we went down a bit, and 4, we went down a little bit more. So an outfit for Homer, I mean, geez, I've lost track of how many outfits Homer has. Over a couple dozen now. And this outfit, it's okay.
I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it's like 150.
Could be, right? Like, yeah, I honestly hardly ever change them out of maybe 2 outfits. So yeah, who knows? The U.S. Army Alien Hunting Helicopter. I mean, we just had some hovering helicopters the past couple events. So again, do we need another helicopter? And it's not really that amazing looking. The buildings as well. Now we got the STEM Academy. Like, don't we already have the STEM college center or whatever, education center? So do we really need another STEM building? So yeah, this one was a little bit of another drop down from Act 2 for me, from Act 2 and 3. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I concur. I mean, it's not a hot dog cooker bot, but Monster Hunter Homer is not exactly a prize that, you want to get up for. So, Act 4 is anticlimactic. I'll put it that way. All right, let's talk premium content. We have, as always, 4 new combos with this event, 1 for each act, 150 donuts for each of those 4 combos. So you will need 600 donuts for event-specific premiums. 150 donuts per act for each combo, 600 total for event-specific premiums. Gil will be making an appearance during this event. You should see him around Act 3. The event packet from EA says his deal will cost 150 donuts. So you will need 750 donuts to buy all of the event premiums. So that's 750 to buy all of the event-specific premiums. Let's talk Gil first. So Gil's deal details contain this time around. Again, you will see him in Act 3, and this is the Parthenon and the Mixed Martial Medusa. Again, 150 donuts. This should appear during Act 3. Saf, thoughts on this Gil deal?
Like I said earlier, like I'm all in for the Kia monsters. I'm definitely getting this. It's a cool character, nice looking. The building's pretty cool. It can be multi-purpose. You can keep it in the Halloween section with Medusans, but you can also keep it in your around the world area. I mean, it fits perfectly with some of the other European buildings that we have. So yeah, and overall, I think it's a pretty good deal. And 150 is a pretty standard price for a Gil deal. So yeah, no complaints.
Yeah, I concur. It's a good price for Gil. I mean, I'm a little concerned because you're not supposed to look at Medusa, so I don't know what's going to happen. Is our Springfield going to turn to stone? I'm really not sure, but no, I think that's a good Gil deal to pick up a building and a character for 150 donuts, standard price, good deal. All right, let's jump to the Act Premium combos, and again, like I did with the prizes, I will throw images up as we discuss them. So for Act 1, again, 150 donuts for this. Your Act 1 premium combo is the Springfield Christmas Tree Farm. Very odd for this. And the Mighty Oak Leader. That is 150 donuts. Saf, thoughts on that combo?
Yeah, again, the Christmas tree lot's not bad, but it's more of a Christmas item than a Halloween item that you're mentioning. For me, this is my least favorite of the premium content. Again, we've already had some content from the Potty Snatchers episode, and like how much more tree stuff can we get? So for me, this is my least favorite. If you're gonna get a premium item, I would probably, if you can get all of them, I should say, excuse me, this is probably the one that I would pass on. Yes, you get it in Act 1, it will help you throughout 4 acts, but still, yeah, I would reserve my donuts until we get to some of the more the subsequent ones that you'll mention.
Yeah, it's weird that it's a Christmas tree farm. I feel like we have a million of those, first of all. But second of all, it's just weird. All right. For Act 2, our premium combo, again, 150 donuts, is the Transylvanian Shaolin Monastery and Kung Fu Werewolf. Saf, thoughts on that combo?
I mean, it looks pretty cool. The Shaolin Monastery, you'd think it could go in your area with all the contents from around the world again. But it's also got a bit of a Halloween feel, so it could fit in there as well. And another Kia monster, I'm all for collecting all those. So to get Kung Fu Werewolf in the same act where on the regular price track, you're also getting Taekwon Dracula. Definitely this for me is probably one of my top 2 with Medusa.
All right. And Act 3 and then remember, Act 3 is where we're going to see Gil, and then the Act 3 combo is Swampland and Ninja from the Black Lagoon. 150 donuts for that combo. Again, Act 3. Seth, thoughts on that combo?
I mean, I'm Canadian. Wolverine is Canadian as well. This guy reminds me of Wolverine with the claws and everything. So for me, yeah, definitely another Kia monster. Yippee Kia, to quote Bruce Willis. But yeah.
All right, and rounding out this event's premium combos for Act 4, we will see again 150 donuts, Mixed Martial Arts Mega Church, and Mixed Martial Arts Jesus. Staff, thoughts on that one?
Again, I'm kind of curious about how this dialogue fits in. I feel like they're kind of reaching here to get Jesus to come and help save this battle.
Jesus, Mixed Martial Arts Jesus is going to save Springfield finally. Like somebody's finally going to do it. It's going to be him, and everything's going to be dull in Springfield afterwards.
Right? But if they're going to get someone to do it, then that's the guy you want. I mean, dude, check out that 6-pack. I mean, so definitely. For me, I'm not as excited about Kia as I was for the Kia Monsters, but still, this is definitely a must-get for me as well. The building, it looks pretty fun. Would fit in nicely both in my sports area as well as in my religious area. It could go with either of those. And come on, I mean, check out those six packs. So
Right?
yeah.
Mixed martial arts. I feel like that's the best prize of this whole thing. Mixed martial. Well, I guess you have to pay for him, so he's technically not a prize. But mixed martial arts, Jesus, what will they think of next? All right, there is, as I teased at the top, there is one donut promo available with this event. You will see it in Act 1. It will be available for the entire event. This is 132 donuts plus Alien Bart, which is a full character for Springfield. It will help you earn event currency. The cost on this is $9.99 US. Again, as I always say, if you are outside the US, you may see a different price. That has to do with your VAT tax and other taxes and duties. $9.99 is the US price. Saf, thoughts on this?
I mean, $9.99 US or the equivalent, it usually runs around $13.99 Canadian, is pretty reasonable price for a full character. I'm glad it's on skin for Bart. It helps with all four prize tracks and all four events. And like I've said before, this game is amazing. It's a completely freemium game. You don't have to spend a single cent. There's no ads. And it just gives me so much fun and pleasure. I have no problem dropping in a few dollars once or twice a year. The past few times, we really haven't had anything worth the money. But this one, yeah, it's pretty good. The fact that you can help you with all four, it's a full character, and kind of fits with the theme as well. For me, and I'm not a hard yes, but it's a lukewarm yes to grabbing this. What about you? What do you think?
I agree. I think this will be a fun one. And yeah, there hasn't been anything really worth dropping the money in a while.
Absolutely,
so
that's the big reason why. Yeah, because this year I think I only bought donuts once, not for the sake of buying donuts, because again, I have so many donuts that I won't need donuts. But in terms of dropping money into the game and just kind of supporting EA and the community that or the developers, I think I've only done it once this year. So this is one where I feel like it's a good time to share my joy with the game and kind of give back to EA. So I'm gonna get this.
Yep, totally get it. All right, there is a Treehouse of Horror 34 or XXXIV mystery box with this event. As far as content, I'm not going to list everything right now. There are roughly 30 items in the box, and we'll lay out what's inside on the rundown post when the event actually hits our games. But the basic idea, honestly, is it's content from Treehouse of Horror's past, monsters, buildings, things like that from events of the past. And from what I can tell, the mystery box will cost tokens, and you will likely be able to buy tokens from the store using donuts. All right, guys. Saf, you have anything else you would like to add?
Just XXXI. So, yeah.
It's not as exciting as I, but got to keep up with the times.
I mean, take it with a grain of salt. It starts off slow, but it looks like it's going to pick up. Enjoy the dialogue. I mean, the writing has been just phenomenal. And some of the events this year have been pretty weak, but the dialogue has been above average and really fun. So take the time, enjoy it. The prize tracks have been mixed here and there, but we got some pretty good price tracks, especially Act 2. So, and the premium content is great, especially Act 2 and on.
I agree. And anytime I get to do that whisper voice with a Treehouse of Horror event, it's exciting. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it from us. For now, hopefully this spoiler video gets you prepped and excited for this event, and look for it to start on hopefully Wednesday, October 4th. And once it goes live, we will, of course, have a rundown post up on TSTOaddicts.com with all the info you need for Act 1 and beyond. We will be back soon. And so until then, thanks for watching this spoiler video, not spoiler and video. and enjoy Treehouse of Horror XXXIV. And checking out the details on the latest event on TSTO with us. So thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.